I have gone into a credit union. I have done a BSA audit, and they were in compliance with the 12 to 18 months because there had been maybe 16 to 17 months since their last test. But their policy said annually. So they're not in compliance. If your policy says annually, you do it annually. Okay, so undocumented training or failure to train. And this is for everyone. If you got 60 employees and you got one employee that has not been trained, you're out of compliance. Make sure, and board members, please make sure that you get your BSA training. Incomplete CTRs and SAW process.
Alrighty, everybody, what is going on? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. In today's video, we're going to be diving into some ongoing fundamental developments that involve Metallicus, showing that they are at the forefront of helping banks and credit unions transform in this digital era, allowing them to remain relevant with this new wave of technological innovation. With that being said, if you guys enjoy these deep dives, no hopium, no hype here, showing you guys real research. All of this research is available inside the private CYPRX Discord. If you guys want access to that, you can always head over to CYPRXtrading.com. We'd love to have you on the team. With that being said, let's jump in. So who were you guys listening to? That was the MD-DC Credit Union Association Director of Compliance, Andre Lucas, who went on to confirm just 1 month ago with a BSA training with MD-DC Credit Union Association video breakdown, saying that all credit unions must be in compliance with BSA and their employees must be updated on an annual basis with training. And that if one employee is not up to date with their BSA compliant training, that credit union falls out of compliance, which just goes to prove that BSA compliance is 110% top of the line of importance for these financial institutions, which leads me over here to this post where I said, people tried to say that BSA compliance is not important, especially if you've heard about or seen some of the drama in regards to the Metallicus ecosystem. So many people say that the fact that they have BSA compliance or that the metal blockchain is BSA compliant is not important. However, that is the farthest thing from the truth. So here is the reality. Recently, over 100 CEOs and board members just gathered at the MD-DC Credit Union Association Leadership Conference. And guess what topics were at the front and center? Number 1, BSA compliance. Number 2, the future of stablecoins. And number 3, strategic direction for credit unions. Now look who is right front and center in the room. We're going to go over this here in just a second. You have John Ainsworth from Metallicus and Dean Young, Vice President at Valera, the 4th largest financial services firm in the United States, working to help credit unions stay relevant in this new era of digital finance, and who is partnered with Valera to build the future of stablecoin and digital asset infrastructure. Well, that is Metallicus, the core developer of the metal blockchain and the first platform partner in Valera's digital asset lab. So when people say that compliance doesn't matter or that Metallicus is a scam, remember, compliance is what is bridging traditional finance and blockchain. And Metal Blockchain and the team working with Marshall Hayner is opening the door for credit unions, banks, stablecoin programs to operate with confidence. So here is a direct screenshot from the event itself. And if you look at the slideshow from one of the event panelists, it says right on the back about this program today. This program is intended to assist credit union volunteers, management, and staff in complying with Bank Secrecy Act, or BSA, and to further provide guidance and resource information. It includes general information that covers the Bank Secrecy Act and relates to anti-money laundering requirements. So if we come over here to the MD-DC Association, or the Credit Union Association, MD-DC, you can see right here what this is. This is the Maryland and DC Credit Union Association. It is the regional trade association serving credit unions in Maryland and in the District of Columbia. And recently on their LinkedIn profile from 2 days ago, so this is relatively fresh, you can see it says, over 100 board members and CEOs gathered this week for our 2025 Volunteer Leadership Conference focused on providing insights to help guide credit unions in their strategic direction. Sessions explored economic trends, regulatory updates from the NCUA, the role of AI, governance, succession planning, BSA compliance, and the future of stablecoins right there front and center. It says, thanks to everyone who attended and made this year's conference valuable of an experience, including presenters from Cornerstone, who we know is partnered with Metallicus, and Metallicus right there front and center. And you can see John Ainsworth smiling right next to, I believe this is the CEO, John Bertasikis, hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly, of the Maryland and DC Credit Union Association. Now, it goes a little bit deeper than that. So if we come over here, this is directly from the MD DC Credit Union Association website. If you scroll right down here, front and center, Metallicus, right down at the bottom, is listed as a strategic partner. Right next to them is Valera. And if you guys recall, back in August of 2025, again, as of recent, Metallicus, a leader in blockchain tech for financial institutions and a core developer of Metal Blockchain today, announced it has been selected as the first platform partner for Valera's newly launched Digital Asset Lab. And then right down here, it mentions, joining Valera's Digital Asset Lab, this is a direct quote from Marshall Hayner. It says, is a significant step in our mission to deliver safe, scalable, and compliant blockchain-powered solutions for credit unions nationwide. This partnership underscores our commitment to advancing the cooperative movement by equipping credit unions with tools to lead in the next era of digital finance. Then John Ainsworth said, through Valera's Digital Asset Lab, credit unions will have the opportunity to test stablecoins and digital asset solutions in a secure, low-risk environment. By providing the infrastructure and expertise, we can help them experiment with programmable money, streamline operations, and explore new opportunities to better serve their members. Then, last but not least, if you come over here, just to show that this is all updated information directly on the MDDC Credit Union Association website, Metallicus's recent partnership is actually directly linked in the search results on the MDDC Credit Union Association website. If you type in Investify, you can see that article pops up right here directly on the website. Going over to read this, again, directly from the mddccua.org website, it says, November 6th, 2025. So that way nobody can say that the partnership between Metallicus and MDDC is outdated. And again, that BSA compliance is irrelevant. All of this is updated information. Metallicus, a strategic partner of the MDDC Credit Union Association and core developer of the Metal Blockchain and leader in compliant blockchain infrastructure. Literally right there on their website. I don't think that they would have the confidence to say this in an updated article directly on their website if Metallicus wasn't a leader in compliant blockchain infrastructure for financial institutions. Recently announced a strategic alliance with Investify. What is Investify? Well, Investify is a digital asset investing platform that has 15 plus years in digital banking and banking core integrations to deliver natively integrated crypto and securities investing via the online and mobile banking apps of credit unions. That is huge. Investify was the first company to perform a real-time crypto USD conversion using the banking core back in 2023, which has made it seamless for Investify to turn on stablecoins as part of its ecosystem. With how fast the stablecoin space is moving, Investify is excited to support the entire stablecoin ecosystem to allow account holders at credit unions to seamlessly convert any stablecoin into dollars and vice versa, and near real time through online or mobile banking. For this reason, Investify is excited to enable new coins aimed at supporting credit unions through the offering Metallicus has built, whereby credit unions can choose which stablecoins they want to turn on for their account holders, including the stablecoin Metallicus offers. That is huge, considering that the stablecoin that Metallicus offers is XMD, right? So that just goes to show that in some way, shape, or form, XMD, or the stablecoin that Metallicus offers, is in line with regulations. It says right here that credit unions can choose which stablecoins they want to turn on for their account holders, and that includes the one that Metallicus offers. It also mentions XPR network. So directly on the mddccua.org website, think about how many people out there are saying that XPR network is a scam. Do you really think if XPR network was a scam, they would directly mention it straight on the website? It says right here, in collaboration with Investify's custodial partners, Metallicus will deliver the capability for any credit union using Investify to offer the Metal or Layer 0 and XPR network Layer 1 to provide financial institutions the ability to mint, burn, and hold institution-specific stablecoins in a regulatory compliant process through the Investify platform inside of online and mobile banking. Our mission is to make stablecoins accessible to fintechs and financial institutions of all sizes, including credit unions and community banks, said Marshall Hayner, the CEO of Metallicus. Shout out to Marshall Hayner. We are building compliant blockchain infrastructure that is easy to adapt, allowing institutions to remain competitive with third-party crypto platforms while delivering a more streamlined digital asset experience in-house. I will end this here. So again, take into consideration all the distractions that exist out there where people without valid credentials will literally go outright and say that BSA compliance is irrelevant and that it's not important. Well, if you don't have more credentials, think about this. The people that you're listening to and trying to take financial advice from on the internet, on Twitter, right, don't have the same amount of valid credentials as the MDDC Credit Union Association Director of freaking Compliance, Andre Lucas, who at the beginning of today's video, you all heard mention that any credit union that is not updated on their BSA compliant training falls out of compliance. Then again, you are listening to the wrong people in this space. So I hope that today's video breakdown goes on to solidify the trajectory that Metallicus is bringing to the ecosystem, showing that they are at the forefront of helping transform credit unions and bring them into this new digital era of finance. I highly suggest you guys take it upon yourselves to block out the noise, do the research, put in the elbow grease to find these types of articles and video breakdowns so that way you guys can stay in the loop with what actually matters and you're not taking brainless zombie opinions off the internet via people with zero credentials on Twitter that have no idea what they're talking about. As always, none of this is financial advice. I'm not telling you guys to go out there and invest into Metal blockchain or invest into the XPR network. I'm just here showing you guys that the devil's in the details and the research for you all to do is always there and readily available to anybody that seeks to find it. Many blessings to you guys. With that being said, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. And as always, be cognizant, be aware out there, and I'll see you all in the next video breakdown.